Pete. I guess just how much did this game remind you of game one in terms of they came out with a good start and it took you guys about a period or so to find your game?
Yeah, similar. A little disappointed, obviously, with our first 10 minutes. I think we should have been better. We had no excuse tonight, and unfortunately, you get to the Final Four, you spot a team 2 goals. You're playing with fire.
Jesse Granger, The Athletic.
Jesse.
Hey, Pete, you mentioned after the first game how important it was to get the lead because of how well they play when they have the lead. What specifically do you think they do that locks things down so much once they're up a goal?
Well, I mean, they're a good defensive team. I'm not sure that we got locked down tonight. I thought we generated enough chances to dig our way, scratch our way back into that game. So a little unfortunate on some of our opportunities, some posts, and he made some saves when he had to. I don't think it was a case of us getting locked down once we got behind. I actually thought we generated some really good looks over the last 40 minutes.
David Shane, Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Hey, David.
Hi, Pete. Is there an update on Chandler Stevenson and how did his absence affect things from your perspective?
Upper body injury, and I would call him day-to-day, and it affects you, but everybody's dealing with it. There's nobody that's got a healthy roster this time of year.
Justin Emerson, Las Vegas Sun.
Justin.
Hey, Pete, I wanted to ask how you felt about the push there at the end. You kind of touched on it a little bit, but from kind of the time that Pietrangelo scored that second goal, it seemed like you guys were on him till the end and obviously didn't get that last one. But what do you think about the way that the guys finished out the game?
Yeah. Again, I thought the second period and the third period, we did a lot of good things, put a lot of pressure on them, got some really good looks, and particularly, over the last 5 minutes. But, even prior to that, I thought we had some good looks. We just, you can't fall behind that much that early. And it's not even one goal. When you get down 2, it's just really hard to come back. We've done it before. We did it in the Colorado series, but you're playing with fire when you do that. And we got burned tonight.
Ed Greeny.
Hey, Ed.
Hey, Pete, a lot's being asked right now and of your players about what you're not doing right in the first period. Well, for the last 2 games, what do you think they are doing right? Sometimes the other side doesn't get credit for what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, I think they've been that's kind of their identity. I think, every team has kind of identity pieces. I think, if, for us, we're a real good second period team, have been all year. That's an example of that. I think they're a quick starting team. I think that's part of their identity. I think that, going into game 1, they had the lead in 7 straight games, I believe. So, that's part of what they do. And we've got to have an answer for that.
We have 2 more questions. Next question, Mark Spector.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Pete. They say the series doesn't really get started until the road team wins a game, right? Is this just, I know you're not sitting there thinking you're going to sweep this thing. I get that. A lot of people certainly around the league are saying that Vegas was going to walk through Montreal pretty easy. This would just be the ebb and flow of a playoff series, I assume. You win one, you lose one, and we get in the meat of this thing. Is that fair?
Yeah, those people that said we were going to sweep were the same people who said Colorado was going to sweep us. So, you don't get to the Final Four without knowing that this is going to be a battle. And if it takes overtime in 7 games, then it takes overtime in 7 games. You just want to make sure you move on. And, we knew this wasn't going to be easy, and we have a tremendous amount of respect for their team. They've beaten 2 very good hockey teams to get here and won a lot of games. So, it is what it is. We're in a better spot than we were last round after 2 games, and we'll go into Montreal and look to win a game.
Last question, Kevin McGrann.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Pete, just curious about the power play and their penalty kill. Their penalty kill has been superb since the middle of the first round. And I know your power play has been sort of struggling. What do you do to turn that around?
Well, I don't think it's an accident. Their penalty kill has been good, as Carey Price's game has been really good. Your goalie's always your best penalty killer. So, and for us on the power play, yeah, we've got tonight's a night that you really need one from that unit, and we've got to keep working at it.
Coach, thank you for your time.
Thank you.